Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about the new Blob Blobler kit, and I am loving it. Now, I, for you guys that don't know, which you probably don't considering I mainly play Dually Squelcher, someone's outside my house with a car. Go away, you're playing copyrighted music. Alright, but, uh, I've been I main blah blah, which you guys probably don't know, considering I mainly use VDS and CDS on this channel. If you didn't notice, but yeah, I actually main blob. I experimented with a lot, and I have been trying since Splatoon 3 came out. Basically, I've been trying to push it into a more how you say aggressive approach. As I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of just blob just kind of sitting back and just painting half the map all the time. Like, and I just don't like that play style. I think it's boring. I think it's stupid, and I don't think it's really that healthy for the game. Which is why I've been trying to push it to be more aggressive, more aggro, I guess you could say. Which I've done to varying success. Not gonna lie, V-Blob's kit isn't bad, but it really doesn't help it when it comes to how aggressive it is. It's definitely prioritizes the more Blob's just kind of going to be sitting back and painting the map the entire time and just getting specials. But I don't like that approach because it's just like it's just boring. Who wants to unless you're an E-leader, who wants to just kind of sit in the back the entire match? That's not fun. That's not fun. But with Blob's new kit, Angle Shooter and Kraken, dude, I've been popping off. All right, I've been popping off. Like the kit's not perfect. Don't get me wrong. It's not like, it's not like it's gonna be a meta pick anytime soon. I don't think Blob's ever gonna be a meta pick, sadly. But it's really good. What can I say? Like I genuinely feel like I can go in and actually have a chance instead of just kind of going into battles with a wish and a prayer. Uh, Yeah, Angle Shooter, while is not the strongest special by any means, and I mean that, it's not by any means, and I would have much preferred to have almost every other bomb, but Angle Shooter does combo with it pretty well, because Angle Shooter does 40 damage when you hit someone with it, and two of Blob's bubbles can do 60. So that means combo food. Uh, yeah, it actually uses Angle Shooter pretty well. Probably one of the better weapons to have Angle Shooter, if I'm being perfectly honest. And Kraken works a lot better on it than I initially thought it would. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna struggle with Kraken, which to be fair, I am. That's less because it doesn't work for the weapon, and more so because I really don't know how to use Kraken. I'm pretty sure I've said this before, but like Kraken has never been on. Okay, outside of this season recently that just came out, before this season, Kraken was never on a weapon that I made. Not in Splatoon 1. Kraken wasn't in Splatoon 2, so I can't say anything for that. And until this update, not in Splatoon 3 either. This is the first time where Kraken is actually on one of my weapons, so I actually get to learn how to use it. It's only been a thing since Splatoon 1, like 8 years ago. But we don't need to talk about that. I think the kit has a lot of synergy. Angle shooter combos are really fun to pull off. Kraken is also really good, particularly on Rainmaker and Clams. I think that those are probably the two modes where it shines the most. It's also pretty good on Tower, but not as good as it is on like Rainmaker and Clams. Is this gonna take over VDS and CDS as the main weapon I'm using? No, probably not. Just because they're just more reliable. But however, I am liking the direction Nintendo took with this, and I hope they keep on pushing it in the more aggressive direction. Because I think first off, it's a lot more healthier for the game. We don't need more camping stuff already. That's what backlines are for. And that's exactly why barely anyone likes playing backlines half the time. And listen, alright, I have nothing wrong against Black Eye players. Alright, well that was weird. My audio just cut out for some reason. But listen, alright, I have nothing wrong against backlines. I think they're cool. I think it's cool what they do. You know, they paint your feet. They're sniping people. You have your ballpoints getting ink jets. I think they're cool, but my God, blob playing backline is just boring. I mean, I hope they do this more aggressive approach more often with blob, because I think that's the direction the weapon really needs to go in to actually see usage. Because while painting half the map is neat, it's not exactly anything, how I should say, amazing. Like, yeah, sure, it has its uses. Never said they were going to come up too often. But yeah, aggressive blob. You know, sharking works really well with blob because of how fast the bubbles can kill, like, when you're right next to somebody. And a more aggressive blob, like more, I guess, front line to midline blob, can also work well. Just please no backline. But yeah, that's kind of all I wanted to say here. Just kind of commenting my thoughts on the new Blob Blobbler kit and the direction I hope the weapon goes. Since I love the weapon, I've been using it since Platoon 2. It is one of the funnest weapons to use. Not quite as fun as, say, Dually Squelcher, my love. But it still is a really fun weapon, and I hope that with this new kit, it at least sees some usage. And if we ever get third kits in about 10 years, I hope they continue on with this new, more aggressive approach. But that's kind of all I have to say on it. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.